how do you start to bring your best self to this digital experience? So my very, very first tip here is about your digital work area and how you show up to it. One of the things that we've absolutely noticed that is almost an epidemic is around stress and burnout and fatigue in the body, is just how we are bent over, squashed up in our space, locked into the screen, locked into our phones for hours and hours and hours on end in this digital world. It isn't how we would operate in the normal world, right? It's not the way that we interact with people or families or walk around in stores, but now we're down, kind of all hunched, all locked in. So my very first tip that I want to get into is around your posture, is around your, and I can imagine everybody's going to start straightening up, which I'll just do right now as well, which is this idea of your posture, about where your computer is positioned in terms of your eye line. It's about how you're sitting, where you're sitting, and creating a really comfortable space where you may be sitting for long lengths of time, but where you're also able to allow your body to be open and allow yourself to be present to your digital interfaces. Because one of the things is we've got to get oxygen, we've got to get blood flow, we have to get presence, because when we're hunched up and we're not taking in oxygen, our effectiveness in terms of how we think and how we operate actually decreases. So your work area as well, I know myself and Ken, and I'm sure everybody else watching this is now navigating this new environment with our kids being home and we all sort of on top of each other, in our spaces, which is how do you also create a very comfortable and safe environment for you to do your most effective work where you can be present. So my very first tip here is really get acknowledgement of your posture, how you're sitting, where you're sitting, how you've laid out your technology and your infrastructure to be comfortable. And one of the things is try be in proximity to natural light, to being able to adjust your eyes from not just looking at a screen like we are right now, but to also looking out of a window, looking far as you can go, adjusting your eyesight, as well as being able to come back here and actually have some natural light versus just, whether you are lit on your desk with your computer lights or whether you are just in an office lights, you want to be able to have some natural light as well.